Hey, what's up, YouTube friends? Hope you guys are having a great day today. I'm at the studio here and figured I would try to do a live stream. I've never actually done a YouTube live from my phone, so it should be kind of interesting. Anyway, so let me show you guys. Let me see if I can flip the camera around here. Give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek here at some of the shots that we're getting. Go back this way, actually. See a couple people joining in already. Valentine, how's it going? Susan, how are you? Hope you guys are having a good day. James Neely, good morning. Kay Para, how's it going? J Cam, how are you? So these are some of the photos here that we're getting. Let's see, we got Dwayne, Omar, Ricardo, Adrian, the intern, Tom, W. Brown, Bayu, Andre, how's it going, everybody? Looks like Danny, Joel, K. Para from Ghana. Awesome, man. That is awesome. Shane from Connecticut. Terry in Michigan. Susan wants to see the light setup. But of course. Actually, let me show you the catch lights here. Let's see if you guys can guess. That's what the catch lights look like. Anybody want to guess in the comment section what the light setup is before I show you? Let me zoom in a little more. So what do you guys think? That is the light setup. That is me. So here we go. Let me show it to you guys. So, all right, there it goes. Sorry about that. I guess the internet took us down here. So let me flip the camera around. Here we go. All right, so this is the setup. We've got black V flat on each side, on left and right. We have a Savage background. And we've got a Lastolite tri-reflector. I've got the silver in the middle and then white on each side. And then for the light, Profoto D2 into a, what is this? To umbrella deep silver medium. And then that is actually bouncing into this white V flat. So that's the setup that you're seeing in case you guys missed it here. So if you look at it, it's actually a pretty cool exercise to do. So you can see basically that light, the umbrella, is bouncing into the white V flat. And then that's actually what is lighting this photo. It's pretty crazy, right? This is going to be a future episode where basically I talk about reflecting light. So instead of lighting them directly, which I could show you what that looks like. So these are all with that bounced light. So you can see it's a pretty interesting looking light setup. But this is what it looks like if you actually face or actually point the light directly towards the subject. So you see you get a little bit more contrast, especially like on the left side. This looks a lot brighter. There it goes. All right, so let me look at some comments here. We'll go back before we get too far here. So let's see. Leon in the Netherlands, how are you? Says, love what you're doing, Miguel. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Andre says, bounce umbrella. You had guessed correct. Susan says, light right. That would be correct. The intern says, umbrella. Correct. Bayu used the beauty dish and reflector. Close. Davis says, patio window. I wish, man. This studio has like 2 windows and they're worthless. You get no light here. JCam guessed an octa. Sharif says umbrella above, reflector beneath. Umbrella above, reflector beneath. That was correct. Danny says he just got his A7 III. Very cool. Congrats. Jeffrey says, good morning. Let's see, into an umbrella. Thanks for going live. My pleasure. I've never tried to do YouTube live, so if you guys actually like this, maybe I'll do it in the future. I do have a video coming out on Friday. There's going to be a Spider-Man photo shoot. It's going to be insane. Can't wait to show you guys that. Let's see. Valentine says, say hello to Agnes. Valentine, Let me go around here. One of the YouTube commenters here told me to say hi to you.
Hello, hello.
So let's see. Bob from Berkeley Heights. How's it going? I think it's your birthday today, Bob. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Bob.
Happy birthday to Bob. Susan, why did you not use an Octa? Because I was lazy. It's sitting on the floor. It's right over there. Decided to go with the umbrella because I wanted a harder light. Robert, hello from New Jersey. Leon, can you recommend me a boom arm for my C stand? Potentially. I'll see if I can show you some stuff here in a minute. Let's see. Bayu says for better skin, use umbrella or beauty dish. Depends on the model. If you have a model with really good skin like Miss Annalisa here, you could use anything and she'll look great. Susan, was the Spider-Man a promo for the movie? I wish it was, but the goal is that that it would fool you into thinking that it was. So you get super hyped up to see the images and how they were created. Let's see. Dwayne says, Miguel, what stands are you using to hold the reflectors? They're basic stands, I think. Actually, no, that one is not basic. Hold on. I'll show you guys. So this is a Kupo. I think it's called a baby stand. It's like super short. So let me see if I can get really low. So that's where basically, like, let me see if I can point it. So it's that low. It's probably about like maybe a foot and a half, 2 feet tall. Versus the regular light stand, which is right next to it. As you can see, it starts off probably at like 3 feet. So it's really, really short, but it's great because if I want to put a reflector or some kind of modifier from below, you could totally do that. And it ends up working pretty good. So that's the stand that I'm using today. But really, any light stand would work fine because it's got like, there it is. So you could just put that on any light stand. It works fine. So good question. Let's see. Go back to the chat here. Um, Valentine says, have you considered using a Mola beauty dish? Not for these. I do have one. Show you guys here. So I've got a Mola dish that I use quite often. And then I've got my Profoto dish, which I use a lot more. So it just depends. I mean, I could use the Mola Beauty Dish for this look, and it would probably work out just fine. But sometimes like I don't know, I just like the look of an umbrella. It looks really cool. You could see the I guess you could say the ribbing from the umbrella, and it catches lights of the eyes, and it ends up looking really interesting. So let's see. Let me show you guys some more of the shots here, by the way. So this is where we started. We had a black background. It was actually V flats that I used for the background. This was the beauty dish with the last light reflector below. Tried a few different light setups, and I tend to do that fairly often. I start off with one light setup, and then I just kind of like try different things. So this is just the beauty dish above. Started out a lot crazier though. Started off like this. This one was a pretty crazy setup. So I had basically a 1x6 strip bank here, a 1x6 strip bank there, and then the light with a beauty dish basically bouncing off the ceiling. The two strip boxes were hitting a white wall that was behind me. And then in front, I just had the tri reflector, and that gives you this look. So really pretty catch lights. Very flat light though. So I tried it first on white. I wasn't super crazy about it. Then I went to black. Liked it a little bit more. I felt like on white it was just like, it's just too flat. There's not enough dimensionality. So, and then that was the final setup that we did with the bounce light there. So let's see. Whole bunch of comments here. Forgive me. Let me see if I can catch up here. Susan says, fooled me. Yeah, I tend to do that. Bayu, so we need to cast the model for skin? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Agnes,
Yes.
tell me what you think. Should you cast models for skin when you're shooting beauty?
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's important, right?
It's so important because you will have less post-production and you can achieve that glass, natural beauty skin that looks realistic, you know? Because remember, and also make sure if you're working for like a beauty close-up, cast a model who doesn't have too much of a texture skin, because
Right.
remember, texture skin, you will have to do a little bit more of a post production. So my thing, I always like Google my models, like stalk them on their Instagram, just check it out their skin, because it's very important,
Right.
especially beauty, you know. So yes, 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 and yes.
Seems like it would be important.
Yes.
So I'm going to turn off this music here in the background because I don't know if we're competing with that. But tell me what you're doing right now, because I'm sure there's going to be
I'm
people that
just
want to know.
glowing, you know, casual Wednesday.
Just, regular old
Just
Wednesday.
a regular, just a regular makeup like I would do to work.
Yeah, I could see that,
Well, in the past we did the flower series with Miguel, and I felt like we need to vamp it up a little bit more. So,
More flowers, more flowers.
because you know what? Us women, we love flowers.
This is true.
So I came up with different concept to put a little bit more, so it's almost like the face emerges from the flowers.
Right.
And just focus on like a bold eye makeup, and probably gonna put like a red lip. So with the skin tone, with the hair color, and with this palette of golds, nudes, and whites, it's gonna be really nice contrast. So something more editorial, but we did a little bit more bolder what we did in the past.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Let me see if some people are asking questions here. Let's see. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Da, 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 da. Argentina in the house. Somebody says, I wish I had that much room. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. I've got a video coming out really soon where I'm going to talk about shooting in small spaces. Let me see. Going to ask if you don't mind when you use white dish and when you use a silver one. You use a white one when you want a softer light, and you use a silver when you want a harder light. It's pretty easy. If they have good skin, hard light looks great. If they don't, maybe the white beauty dish might be a better option. Bayu, can I have a raw file for retouching practice? No way. There are websites, though, where you can download raw files to practice retouching. I would check those out. I think it's Retouch Academy. Might have some links. Let's see. Shine, do you recommend a beginner pay for models or use family and friends? I would say in the beginning, when you're trying to figure things out, just find people, friends, family. Use social media, do test shoots, get good, and then find models. Absolutely. Let's see. Mark, what glue are you using to stick the flowers on?
It is really tacky.
It's tacky.
It's actually, I got it from Michael's. It's Recollections Clear Glue.
Clear glue.
Yes.
Let me see. I'm going to show them the top of this thing. Here.
But make sure you put it out a little bit earlier to make the glue like tacky, because it's really hard to attach to the skin.
Gotcha.
So you'll have a lot of fallouts, but don't get discouraged.
Yeah, it's part of the process.
Keep gluing.
Yep, it's all part of it.
Yeah.
Bayu says, better oily skin or normal skin?
Oily skin.
Oily skin?
Oily
Why?
Skin. Because you can control the oil so much better,
Gotcha.
Dry skin, no so.
Yeah, it's harder. Let's see. Is it wise to use tripods when shooting models? Hold on, let's flip this back to get that sharpness, or will it be inconvenience? Yeah, I mean, if you can get to the point where you can use a tripod and it doesn't mess with your workflow too much, by all means do it. For me, I rarely use a tripod for studio stuff. Maybe if I'm shooting for a client and I'm doing a campaign and we're shooting slow, maybe. But honestly, like nowadays, the cameras are so good, and if you use the right settings, you're going to get really sharp shots. So let's see. Can we edit a raw from something old? Not from mine, but Retouching Academy. Definitely check those out. They do have practice files for you to use. Love Yours Productions. It says, can I shoot with a speed light, or do it have to be a strobe? No, I mean, you could totally use speed lights. I actually have a video that I'm going to be posting up here in a little bit. I've got my Sony speed lights, and so I'm going to do a shoot for you guys here pretty soon where I'll show you how to do it with speed lights. So yeah, totally. You can use whatever you got. I mean, using strobes is going to be a lot easier and quicker because the recycle time is super fast. So I want to show you guys this. This is a Profoto D2, and I'm shooting this at 7.4. So it's a relatively fast, it's a lot of power. So check this out. Let me see how fast I can push this button. I know it's going to look crazy in the video, but do you guys see how quick this recycles? Try doing that with a speed light. Number one, if you do it with a speed light, it's probably going to have to be a like half power or something. It's not going to give you anywhere near as much light. And then you're going to have to wait because the batteries have to, power back up in order to give you a full pop. So you see really easily and really quickly how a strobe can come in handy. If I'm trying to get a lot of shots in a short period of time, that's definitely the way to go. Let's see, Mike. Miguel, interesting scenario for me. Are you giving your stylist a brief, or is your stylist saying she has ideas? Let's run with it, and you can see what images you can come up with. In this scenario, she came up with the idea, and I'm running with it. So it depends. Sometimes I come to the table with some ideas. Most of the time, she comes to the tables with the ideas, and I add my own twist with the lighting, with the background, posing, whatever else. So yeah, it's definitely a team effort. It's really important that you have a good team that you know how to work with, that can help you, that can kind of help you push the ball across the goal. Can't just be you. Like when it comes to this type of photography, it's not just you as the photographer. You have to have a good team behind you. So let's see. Terry, how do you store your camera and lens? I have humidity glass cabinet, but I think it might be drying out the rubber, because I can turn up the humidity in it. I just store them in my rolling bags. So, but honestly, I wish I did have somewhere to put it, because like right now I've got a ton of bags. So basically some of it goes in here, some of it goes in there, some goes in the little one, some goes here. Then I've got another bag in there. So yeah, just depends. Just kind of goes around. Let's see, Sanchez, how do you feel about the Flashpoint 80-600 Pro? I haven't looked at it specifically, but to be honest with you, light for the most part, if you're using any decent strobe, your end result could look the same. It doesn't really matter so much which lights you use. However, durability wise, when you're looking at Flashpoint and Godox and some of these other more affordable brands, the reality is that they're not anywhere near as durable as like the more pro options, like a Profoto or Elinchrom or Broncolor or whatever else. Those brands typically, like, they make their stuff to last. So I would say that based on my experience over the years of shooting and having a ton of lights that I don't use anymore because they broke or whatever, can't get them serviced anymore, I would tell you it's better to save up and get one good light that you're going to own for the rest of your life than it is to buy a cheaper light that you're probably going to end up breaking, or it's just going to stop working and that you won't be able to get it serviced. It's just my opinion, but like I say, you can do what you like. Sam says easiest setup for headshots. I would say use an Octa and center it above, put a reflector below, and call it a day. Andre says, yes, please do that video with smaller spaces. It's going to happen. It's already on my list. I just have to wait. I have to have certain things in play to make that video work, because it's going to be pretty funny. Dwayne, this is so dope. I hope you can go live more often. I hope so too. I'm going to try it. Today I figured since Agnes is going to need a few minutes to kind of get the style up and going, figured instead of just sitting around twiddling my thumbs, I'd talk to you guys. Let's see. Adrian says, tell Agnes EN2 Sand says hi. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yes. We follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah, he said to say hi.
Hello.
She says hi. Manuel, Austin, Texas in the house. Love what you do. Keep posting videos. Thank you. Thanks for the love. Love Austin, Texas, by the way. I almost moved there a few years ago. Let's see. Photo Me Ike. What up? Says, hey, Valentine, you going to be at Photo Plus? No, sorry, WPPI next month? If you do, I'll see you out there. Let's see. Bayu, yes, I said raw file. Sorry if it's not polite. Yeah, no worries. No, some people are cool with giving out their raws, but I'm not. Because, think about it from the model's perspective. Like, they'll book with me to come and shoot someone that may just like ruin the file. So yeah, that wouldn't be good. Gilbert says, is there such a thing as a bad catch light, too big, too small, wrong shape or position? Man, that's a hard one. I'm sure that the answer is yes. And I'm sure I could probably think of a few images where the catch lights look kind of weird. So it can be, sometimes it could be in the wrong position. It could be too small. So yeah, absolutely. But it's good to have them. Jet says, love your videos. Thank you so much. Can I use a speed light to do a beauty shoot, or does it have to be a strobe? I think we talked about that. Omar, because of your schedule, do you send your work out to be retouched? I know for me, it's getting difficult to keep up with my work. Absolutely. There's a good percentage of my work that I send out to be worked on. Some of it I do on my own. It just depends on, schedule and those types of things. But it does pay for you to have a retoucher on your team. The cool thing for me is that the retouchers that I use, most of them taught me what I know. So like we can all communicate in a way where like if I want them to do something specifically, they're able to do it. So let's see, going through. Let's see. Shine says, I see you with the same makeup artist all the time. Is it for chemistry? Part of it is like I just show up to work and she's just here. So like, I just let her in. So I just work here. Yeah, I would say so. I think it's definitely for chemistry. She knows how I work. I know how she works. It's really hard in the artistic field to like find, at least from my perspective, to find like a team that you can gel with, because everybody has really strong opinions, and sometimes people don't want to let that go, both on the photographer side and the makeup artist side. And so once you find somebody that you can work with where you could be honest with one another and be like, I don't like that, and it's not like you run away crying, then you're good. Like we definitely have the chemistry to work well together. So let's see. JCam, would you consider shooting a male model next time? Oh, and just read my mind. I've got 2 male models that are coming this afternoon. Maybe I'll live stream for that. We'll see. Maybe. What are your thoughts on the Rotolite Neo 2? I haven't tried the 2 yet, but I have tried the 1. I don't use it for stills. I use it for video. So for video, it's fine. Let's see. What continuous lighting do you use for shooting video? So I have used, it depends. If I'm traveling, I could use my Profoto B10 and it works great. Did a video about that. If I'm in the studio, show you guys what I got. I've got an Aperture 120D. This is usually what I'll use to light my talking head stuff. I've got an Aperture Lightstorm. It's an LS1V. I actually have 3 of those. So I have one there, and one over in the corner. So if I'm ever shooting videos in the studio, instead of having the overhead lights, I turn those on, and it works pretty well. Let's see. Jet says, if a photographer does not have that much money, what strobe do you recommend? Get whatever strobe you could afford. Get Alien Bees, get whatever. Just make sure that it's. Just make sure you use it. That's really the key. There's a lot of people that get strobes and they take a little bit of time to figure out and they just give up. And then it turns out to be a big waste of money. So, yeah, find something in your budget and then use the heck out of it. Any tips on choosing backgrounds? That's going to be a video that I'm going to talk about. But short answer would be white, black, and gray would be most everything that you need. Let's see. Dwayne, I have the 85 GM and it's good, but I often find myself shooting 70 to 200 at 135 because I love shooting the Canon 135. You think Sony will make one, or should I go with the Sigma? I have no clue. I wish they would. I would say at some point maybe, but I don't know. Let's see. Valentine, he's a Sony ambassador. Why would he use Sigma? I use all kinds of stuff. When it comes to the lenses, I have Sigma, I have Tamron, I have Mitacon. I have a ton of lenses. So, let's see. Just looking through. Yeah. PhotoMeX says I use non-Sony lenses all the time. Absolutely. Let's see. Gaming silly. Yes, we finally got our first troll in the live stream here. WTF is this? Okay, this be boring. Well then, be gone. Be gone. Let's see. Somebody says gaming silly, scroll on by. Yeah. You know, it's kind of funny. I'll kind of mention this in the live stream since I have a second, but it's a very funny thing. Like, as of late, like, I don't know where all the trolls are coming from, but there's a lot of troll activity on my channel. And it's hilarious to me. Like, people think that it's like bothersome, and to me it's just funny. Like, troll away. You know, you're still helping me out in the algorithm when you comment and you watch my videos, so appreciate that. Let's see, best lens for beauty photography with Canon, I would say 100 macro for sure. The L series 100 macro, not the cheaper one, although it is okay, but I would tell you the L series is a lot better. Photo Me Ike says, yeah, but if Godox breaks, you can buy another one and still have money left over. You know, that's true. However, that's kind of annoying though, right? Like, at some point when you're doing this professionally and you don't get do-overs at times, why not have something that just works and that you don't have to worry about it breaking? Like, there's going to be a time, like it happened for me when I was shooting with a brand of lights that I'm not going to mention. This light, I had an umbrella, I was shooting outdoors, little gust of wind hits the umbrella and it falls over. And it broke the housing on this case and it landed on grass in slow motion. I literally watched this light stand fall over in the slowest of motion. It hit the ground. It looked super soft, like a soft landing. I pick up the light, it's broken. Like, super annoying. So I had one less light for that photo shoot. And even if I could buy another one, I'd have to wait for shipping. Like, that didn't help me at all during that shoot. So, you know, I have bought affordable lights over the years, but again, it just depends on where you are in your career. If you're just starting out and you're not using a lot of strobes, by all means, get something you could afford. But when you start working professionally, your life and your reputation and your income and your career is on the line, buy the good stuff. Like, some of you guys are spending $2, $3, $4,000 for a camera, but you're going to spend $400 on a light. Like, you kill me. It's like the person that spends, I don't know, $60,000, $70,000 to get like a sweet sports car, and then they go to like Pep Boys and they put hubcaps. Like, come on now, we gotta tighten up. Let's see. Randy Tech says, come to Texas, I would love to. Arnold says, are the flowers real or plastic? They're paper flowers. Yes, if they were real, man, that would be a lot of work. All right, so I'm gonna take two more questions here. What was that loud ringtone? Someone was calling me and I have to call them back. So let's see. Let's see. Keep up the amazing work. Cool to catch one of your live streams. Thank you. Valentine, I'm so glad I found you and Jeff Rojas a few years ago because of your videos. I started photography. Dude, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, Jeff is putting out a lot of videos now too, so definitely check him out. Let's see, Code. Hey, Miguel, I was a trainee during a CES event in 2018, and seriously, thank you for all the guidance. You helped reignite my passion for photography. Dude, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. I'm so happy to hear it. Keep it up. Keep it going. Let me see. Do one more. So Photo Me X says he will be at WPPI. Very cool. I will see you there. All right. I think... yeah, there's a lot of questions here, but I think what I'll do is maybe I'll do a live stream later on this afternoon once the male models show up, because we're almost ready to start shooting this look, and I do want to call this person back. So hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. If you are watching this and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, because that really helps me out with bringing out new content in the future. You know, it takes a lot of work. I don't think people realize until, you know, they're out there creating this content how much work it takes to like make some of these videos. And usually I'm under pressure quite a bit while I'm shooting, because I have to like take great images and I have to, you know, deliver information to you guys in these videos, and that could be kind of challenging. So you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed the videos. Subscribe if you do. And at any rate, hope you guys all have a great day. Maybe I'll be back this afternoon, we'll see, but I'll check you guys out a little bit later. So let's figure out and see how I stop this live stream. Where are we at? Pushing buttons. Ah, here it goes. All right, I found the button.